Right, right.
All right. So, yeah, really all that comes down to where the build order went from like great to flawed is actually your factory should just been a lot quicker. Like,
Okay.
A lot
Yeah,
quicker.
so I could have had medevacs up earlier.
Right. You're doing a great job of building SCVs, though. You're actually probably better at building SCVs than me. It's like my worst fault. Like, if you want to talk about something that the EG guys always make fun of me, it's that I always like stop making SCVs too early, or I just don't build them enough, etc. But yeah, needing the medevacs much earlier would have been great. Because see, if you would have had medevacs
Right now. Or earlier.
It would be much easier. It'd be much easier to been aggressive. Like, I don't even have like Baneling speed. Without Baneling speed, you can totally abuse like the stem and run attack versus like Banelings, for example.
Yeah, yeah.
So you could have been aggressive easily if you just would have had like more medevacs sooner.
Right.
But now you have medevacs up. So, and you're doing a two-prong drop, which is going to be great. Or I see him moving there. It's just you have to be a lot more aggressive when you play a Marine style. Because, I mean, it was like you were aggressive in the very beginning, and then we weren't aggressive again until the 15-minute mark, which we need to be aggressive, like, at the 10-minute mark, the 11-minute mark, the 12-minute mark.
Yeah.
It's like a non-stop thing when you play this kind of style, which is probably the reason I enjoy it the most, is because it's a lot of action. It's not a lot of turtling where I just sit behind, my siege tank wall and take half my map or something.
Right.
It lets me do a lot of.
I think you have what Artosis would classify as so many Banelings, by the way.
Yeah, definitely. This is so many Banelings for sure.
Gee, I can't even keep up with them at times 8. So yeah, that's pretty much the game. Now, typically with your students, when you are coaching, what is the methodology that you use? I know a lot of coaches are different in certain things.
Well, it really depends on the individual, on their current skill level. What they're trying to achieve is what we really work on. Like, I won't take a bronze person and be like, all right, let me teach you the most extensive micro-oriented build,
Right.
Like, it's always like steps you have to take to get to it's like, okay, let me teach somebody how to play, let me teach somebody how to make, tanks and Thors versus Zerg. Because that'll get you really far. Like, you can play a good tank Thor mech type of play and just go all the way to, Masters League or something.
Yeah.
But, so it really depends on the individual. I have worked on lots of players with builds like this before, but I have taught a lot of people who are in Masters League who are, pretty high-level players. They're good. They have the fundamentals down. They just need help on builds and timings and understanding of matchups and stuff. Go ahead.
I was going to say, how much do you charge per hour? I know a lot of people were asking that in the chat.
I actually am pretty cheap. I think it's like 30 an hour or 40 an hour. Wait, hold on.
You're cheap,
something like that. I know, I am.
And
it's 30 or 40. I don't really actually remember now.
If you are someone who out there is considering a lesson right now, you can of course visit gosucoaching.com and check out the rates for all their coaches, especially LZ. And you can also check out. Have you been on the Coaches Corner podcast there? I was on the very first one, but then they keep doing them on the weekends, and I'm always busy. Yeah. So
hanging out with my amazing girlfriends.
Well, I don't think we can really fault you for that. So
I know.
We'll let that slide. But check out the Coach's Corner cast, guys. They have a lot of really good information in that cast, and it's also got In Control, who's pretty hilarious. So it's not. He
is a really funny guy.
It's not just kind of a boring cast in the sense. But LZ, I want to say thanks so much for coming on, JP and friends, and talking to everyone and kind of helping me out with that build. Do you have any shout-outs you want to do?
Shout out to all my sponsors, my friends and family that supports me, my lovely girlfriend. All my team members, of course. And, shout out to you, JP. Thanks a ton.
Well, thank you so much. If you guys just caught this a little bit late, you can find the VODs on my YouTube channel at youtube.com/itmejptv. They should be up probably within, I would say an hour or so. It won't take me that long to edit these at all. I will be doing the SC2 review later today as well. You can find yesterday's episode on there if you have any idea, or if you have no idea what that is, so check that out. And tonight, of course, I don't have to really promote it, but I'm going to anyways. And actually, I'm going to give a little bit of a teaser here when we go offline on JP and Friends. But State of the Game returns tonight at 10:30 Central Standard Time, and we have Rhett all the way from South Korea as our guest. So do not miss that. In Control, myself, Day9, and Tyler will all be there. Tune in tonight, 10:30 Central, right after the Day9 Daily, pretty much. So LZ, thanks so much again for coming on, and we'll see you later, man.
All right. Thanks for having me.